18-yard line. Throwing on first down is Manning. And his first look is incomplete. Larry Donnell, the one he was trying to get it to. And it's second down. Offensively, the starters for the New York Giants, and one guy that's definitely hoping to stay on the field more this year, Victor Cruz.
And they would love to have him on the field. Just 6 games played over the last 2 seasons, starting with that horrific knee injury. And then when he came back last year, had a calf injury that sidelined him for most of the season. He's trying to get back in form, and the Giants would love to see that.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Calais Campbell is one of the tallest defensive ends in the league. Has the ability to get low and play the run, and adds excellent kick blocking ability.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Ellington now to return it. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and 4. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. And this offense on your screen, one of the guys who knows how to win football games, Larry Fitzgerald.
Plenty of athleticism, but plays the game with incredible intelligence.
Third and 4. The play clock's running down. Oh, barely. They snapped it at 1. Now Palmer. And that is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 4th and 4.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. Time running out here on the play clock. Palmer will throw. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald, well, really both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now, but Fitzgerald, gosh, third overall pick back in 04.
Yeah, how about that? Remember, Carson Palmer, a former Heisman Trophy winner, he's finally found a real home in Arizona.
And he fires one incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and now it's second down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Jonathan Hankins is a run-stuffing defensive tackle who creates a pile-up with each and every snap.
Mirror. Let's go. Blue 58. Regular. Deep, mirror.
On second down, Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
Now Palmer on third and long. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the Cardinal field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. On second down, here's Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds, incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Manning. Dancing to his left. Underneath for Jennings. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They go to Johnson again. And some room to work. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Regular. Let's go. Blue 58.
And Palmer gives to Johnson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll come out in the pistol. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. That is caught inside the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Here's Palmer. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Brown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule.